Hey everyone, welcome back to the podcast. It's your host, Sean Vochisano. Before I get started, I just want to say I am so sorry I've not recorded or made a video. It's been like a month. I'm so sorry about that, guys. School has just been really busy. I've been busy with school and hockey, and life is crazy, so I'm so sorry about that. So I do apologize. But let's get right into the video. So if you don't know, I am so thankful to hear that the USHL is expanding. This is amazing news. This is great news for the USHL. This is great for late bloomers. And this is just good in general. So if you don't know, the USHL is expanding out west. So they're adding teams in Nevada, California, and Arizona. And this is just amazing. I mean, let's just look at the fact that the USHL right now, currently there's only 16 teams. There's 16 teams. Compare that to the CHL, which is the OHL, QMJHL, CHL. There's only 62 teams. So yeah, that's a pretty big jump. And not to mention the fact that most hockey players in the OHL, QMJHL, and WHL, they want to move over. They want to go play in the USHL. USA, so far, so many kids, they're moving, and it makes so much sense. I'm just gonna say, realistically, I think I'm probably just gonna say that realistically, the USHL needs to add at least 14 teams. It's the number one junior league in the world. They have the most people. I think the census going back to 2022 is they have the most kids committing D1. They have the most kids committing D3. And it's to the point where even so many major junior guys, they would go play in the NAL over playing in the OHL. I'm not even kidding. Just look at the states. They're crazy. They have way more funding. They have way more scouts, and realistically, everyone wants to go D1. All right, it's a better path to the NHL. Most guys get a free education, and then it's just such an easier path to go to the NHL. And most guys do it, and I don't hate them. But I'm just saying, when you're talking about kids going from the OHL and to the NHL, and then I'm just saying, realistically, right now you will have a better chance going to the NHL if you play USHL for 1 or 2 years, go D1, than just playing in the OHL. I'm just saying that. And not to mention college, NIL, free education. More kids will go to the NHL if they play in the USHL and then go to college than if they just play in major junior. That's the truth. It's sad to talk about, but this is amazing if you ask me. And this is what I'm gonna say. This is a hot take. There needs to at least be 16 teams at it. At least. Or 14. 14 teams. Or 16. Realistically, 16 teams in the USHL is the number one league in the world. It needs to add more teams. At least 10. That's the lowest. I know I'm kind of throwing around numbers. 14, 16, 10. At least 10. I personally want them to be 14. I know. Perfect. We need that number to go up to be 26 to 30 because basically teams right now, out west, it would be more expensive. I know, USHL is not a pay-to-play league, so, you don't actually have to pay or play money. But the USHL, I'm just saying, out west coast teams, they're going to need to spend so much more money to fly out east. So I believe it's, kind of rid of, the NH, most USHL teams, or NAL teams, sorry, most NAHL teams, they play out west, and they only play out west, and then Middle East teams play Middle East in there's a tournament or something. But I'm just saying this is great. But there needs to be at least 10 teams. I mean, there's so many good markets. There's Phoenix. You could probably get one in Tempe, and then in Nevada, you could definitely get one in Vegas, and probably get one in Henderson, and then California. There's so many places. You could probably get one in definitely Los Angeles, San Francisco, San Diego, San Jose. Ontario, California, Bakersfield, California. There's so many locations, and Los Angeles or California. It just makes so much sense because I don't want to see that there's only gonna be 3 or 4 new teams. That's stupid. They're gonna lose money. The USHL is gonna lose money. Just traveling costs alone, from what I think, is they're gonna need to increase travel prices. And if it's the number one junior league in the world, there needs to be an increase in teams. And I kind of think they should have expanded Colorado or more out east before out west, if you ask me. Yeah, you had the Chicago Steel, and yeah, you have Waterloo, bigger market, in terms of location, but some of these places really small, so I don't think it was a good idea. And I'm just gonna, that's gonna obviously cost a lot of money, but I think it needs to happen. I mean, especially right now with the fact that the Phase 2 draft saw 0 kids get drafted. I think that's stupid. I don't like the fact that 200 kids, 200 kids didn't get, spent all that money to travel. I think it was in Chicago. I think I'm wrong. I'm definitely wrong. Traveled all the way there, got their hopes up, got their parents' hopes up, and they're not drafted. Not a single kid. It's not fair. It's not fair to the parents. It's not fair to the kids. It's stupid. I think that is the worst case scenario. It's terrible, and I'm definitely going to go in depth to it because that is insane. The second phase of the USHL draft saw 0 kids get drafted. That's terrible. That's 200 kids, 200 to 300 kids not get drafted. Not one of them was drafted. That's a money grab, and I think that's insane. But going back to what I said, I think they need to at least add 14 teams to the USHL, and that would be impeccable. And I hope they're going to do it, and I hope they're going to release the new location soon. And I hope it's a lot of teams. I hope we see a lot of new franchises in the USHL because it's going to help out so many kids down the road. I just want to say thank you so much for listening to this video. I'm so sorry I haven't posted in a minute. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great day.